Very excited to welcome Mary Pat and also Cindy Cohn from Kids Kicking Cancer. But Mary Pat, let's start with you. Will you tell everybody who you are and your connection and involvement with Impact100?
I was one of the founding board members of Impact100 Oakland County. Impact100 is a global organization. It's a concept of, bringing women together. Initially, it was to empower women because most of the time we were looking at, men opening up their wallets and women doing the bake sale kind of thing. And so Impact100, the concept was bring women together, have a significant contribution to that. It's $1,000, and then give an impactful grant back to the community. So in 2015, Impact100 Oakland County, we started that. To date, we've given over $1 million back to the community, and Kids Kicking Cancer obviously was one of our grant recipients. Honestly, it's been one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had because I get to meet people like you and learn more about the needs in our community. Because so often, and especially here in Southeast Michigan, we were looking towards rejuvenating Detroit and forgetting that right here in Oakland County, we had so many needs. Part of this concept is you join as a member every year. It's an annual membership, $1,000. It's all women. Go to the website, you can apply online and you become a member. And with that membership, you are an integral part of the selection process. You get one vote, so everybody's on equal footing. We have categories that we bucket each of the nonprofits. It's family, health and wellness, art and culture, and education. The members are put on a committee, if they want to review the applications that we get. And there's a grant cycle, and it's a really rigorous vetting process, as Cindy will tell you.
What do you love about Kids Kicking Cancer, and why do you feel like they won the grant?
Besides loving Cindy Cohen and Mark Cohen and Rabbi G. And well, one thing that I know, resonated. Well, and first we learned about Kids Kicking Cancer the year before they were actually the grant recipient. What I love about Kids Kicking Cancer is it was empowering children. It was empowering families in coping with a situation that I just couldn't imagine. Listening to Rabbi G and the passion that he brings, and listening to Cindy, the passion that she brings to this tugs on your heartstrings. This was an organization that we knew we wanted to partner with and be a part of, and have been so proud of that association.
What's your reaction from an Impact100 Oakland County standpoint, just in terms of how we pivoted, to use that word again, but when you guys sit back and look, you're like, wow, okay, this was different. Do you have a thought there?
First of all, none of us knew how long this was going to go on. So when Cindy came to us and said, we still want to do our in-person programming, this particular grant had a deadline. Right away, I went to our board and said, it's still the heart of what the intent of the project is still there. Let's extend it. Let's give, Kids Kicking Cancer the opportunity to do the in-person program. It's almost like a bonus. By doing it virtual, you didn't different programming. You came up with different programming. You were still connecting, Kids Kicking Cancer was still connecting with, again, the purpose and with the constituents that you wanted to connect with these great results. There was no question we were going to continue this partnership and allow Kids Kicking Cancer to continue their good work. And a couple of our other grant recipients also, came to us and said, we weren't quite able to do what we had indicated we were going to do, but look at all these good things. With Cindy coming to us first, it kind of opened the door for the other recipients. That's what we do, is we want to keep the programming out there. And I say Impact empowers you, Kids Kicking Cancer, to make that change in our community.
It's interesting. The theme continues, and it's really the theme of the organization too, is this empowerment and resilience. And Cindy, from start to finish and winning the grant and then implementing it, that theme of resilience has really carried through.
And one of the things we talked about with Mary Pat and with the grant review committees when they came out to us, the whole idea is that, here in Michigan, we are the global headquarters for Kids Kicking Cancer as a worldwide organization. We've grown. We were founded here in Metro Detroit in 1999, but we've grown to work with kids in 7 countries. So we have definitely extended our reach throughout the United States and to these different countries. And what's been so interesting is our idea of creating this program was really a pilot. We knew the need was there, and we would pilot it here and then be able to replicate and be able to introduce these types of experiences to some of our different regions and chapters and things. And now the ability, and we know how to do this virtually, really opens it up even further. I don't think you can ever get away from in-person. In my mind, there's such the benefit of in-person. It doesn't take away from that, and I would never want to get rid of that at all. But to be able to complement with the virtual aspects of it, wow, we had not thought of that.
Maybe we wouldn't have had a digital component, but now in all that we do, there will be, unfortunately, some times where kids cannot participate, but now we know what to do to at least give them an experience digitally. It's just interesting where now all of a sudden this can be added forever.
Yeah, and parents also, there are times where the kids aren't able to go out. They're immunocompromised. They're in a hospital. They're something, but the parent still wants to have that connection. That opens up that opportunity. So absolutely.
Mary Pat, if you could give a message to the kids and the parents and the families of kids kicking cancer, what would you want to tell them?
Stay strong, continue to teach the world. I know they're grateful. That's where I see the impact coming, is not only empowering these kids and these families, but they're willing to share that light with the world.
Cindy, your message to Impact100 Oakland County, everybody that was part of the opportunity that was given, what would you want to tell them?
My message to Impact100 Oakland County is complete gratitude for giving us the opportunity to serve the kids and families that we work with in such a beautiful way. This grant that we received has allowed us to introduce different avenues of support, introduce different types of modalities to complement what our therapeutic martial arts does, and really focus in on the parents, which sometimes can be a forgotten group. And we know is such an important group, because if we're supporting the parents are able to better support their kids. The more we can take care of those parents, and the parents don't always feel like they can take that time away. So to give them the permission to say, no, you need to help yourself in order to help your kids. Put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on your kids. Is that the way it goes? But you have to fill yourself up. And we have a statement, a thing that we say with the things that we give out, filling yourself up to be able to care for others. And that's really true. So my message to Impact100 is thank you to the membership for believing in us and believing in the work that we do that allows us to really expand and enhance on the programming that we provide for the kids and families that have entrusted their time and their family experiences with us. So that's huge gratitude.
I think one of the beauties of the Impact100 process is that we get to bring attention to organizations such as Kids Kicking Cancer to a whole new network.
In paying it forward, is there a message to organizations who are applying to now Impact100 Oakland County? What would you tell them? What's your advice to them in the process?
You just stick with it. It's a very intensive process. It's a very important process to be able to introduce what you're doing to the membership of Impact100 Oakland County. Just be patient, be flexible. And if for some reason you don't make it through the first time, try again and keep trying. If you feel like you have an important program and an important project that you want to introduce out to the community of families, or not necessarily families, there's so many aspects of the community that Impact100 Oakland County works with. I say keep trying and be persistent, and it definitely pays off.